I respect that. And talking about guests, thank you guys again this week with us. Wow, we're so lucky.
Yes, Day and Night podcast.
This new edition of the podcast, like you called it, Day and Night. Why is it called Day and Night?
I don't know, because we do it a day
and
night.
night.
Oh,
and
I see what you're trying to do.
Okay, thank you. Took you a second there. Took you a second there. Focus. Gotta be with me there. All right.
So today,
Who's the guest? Who's the guest? Who we having?
Yes,
Tell me.
So audience, we have a treat today. We have our wonderful, lovely, multi-talented artist, photographer, body painter, makeup artist, professional in every way, beautiful, by the way, Silky Sly. Silky Sly over here.
Hello,
Cool girl.
everyone. Hello, people.
Yes.
Nice
How are you
to
doing
see you.
today?
I'm doing very good today.
Thank you for taking the time to talk about your stuff with us. We're
Yeah,
enjoying
my
this. We're
pleasure.
loving this. Thank you.
Yes.
So tell us.
Yeah.
What's up? What is it specifically that you do? I mean, I know,
Yeah,
you made it look good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Well,
But you're amazing. Keep it up. So tell us.
Every day I wake up and I ask myself, what do I do? I'm not sure myself. I feel like I do so many things, but
Okay, tell us about
wow.
these things.
yes,
Specifically, what's up?
I do makeup.
okay. Yeah.
What kind of
I
makeup?
do
What
makeup
you like?
beauty, like glam to make you look beautiful for any event. Then I do makeup art, which is like a step up where I let my creativity flow a little more. Then I do makeup gore. I'm still a beginner in that. I'm doing like more gory horror
Oh my
stuff,
God.
Halloween
I'm
stuff.
gonna call you on the 31st of
Yes,
October. Okay, I see
Yes,
you.
sir.
Well, tell me a bit about these experiences. Specifically the gore stuff. Like,
Yeah. What is that?
What are the craziest things that t'as peinturé dans la face de quelqu'un? Là?
Oh, I did a few crazy things, but I know that a couple of the things I've done, I wasn't able to post them because my model wanted to look like she was dead. Cut throat, bleeding eyes, and looking very like undead. And she wanted me to do that as realistically as possible. But once we were done, it was too realistic. So she asked me not to post the pictures so
Wow.
nobody would like see
Freak
her
out.
that way. Yeah.
Okay,
it was so bad.
Is this for
What do you
the
mean, so
audience
good?
that doesn't know what is, because there's glam, I get that, art, I get that to a certain extent. We can talk more about that. But is there like an underground community that we don't know about that likes to like have makeup and gore and just walk around like a zombie? Is that a new thing? Is that a Walking Dead type thing, or like
Wait,
what?
just like that on a typical Tuesday? I mean,
Some people are crazy, basically,
Oh, facts.
and will do
I
it
mean,
on
yeah.
a regular day. But
Wow.
there's other people that like to do it as an art form where they'll add a finger to their hand, or maybe cuts. They like to see themselves in a necrophilic way. I don't know how to explain it. It is kind of a fantasy for them, just like people like Lords of the Ring or
okay.
stuff
I mean,
like
I like
that.
Lord of the Rings. I watched all the movies a lot of times.
Do you-
Extended versions.
Would
you
you
put
put
fake
elf
ears?
ears?
I don't
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
you.
Would you put elf ears though?
It doesn't make the movie better. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna hear it better. I mean, well,
Some people
But-
like to go a little harder than others in things they like. I don't judge. I mean, I like to do it sometimes, but I don't want to do it as my main art form.
okay.
Wow.
And usually I do it around Halloween. And then after I've done a bunch of them and my mom calls me up and she's like, can't you do some beautiful little makeup? Like, then I realize, okay, maybe it's Christmas is coming. I'm going to let go the blood a little bit.
Okay, because she sees the pictures that you post
Yeah,
up.
my mom doesn't like those.
Okay.
Poor mommy.
Can
I
you,
have the Haitian mom.
oh, okay.
The
Yeah.
typical Haitian. Ok, ou prend bâton dans la ville.
Oh, mais oui, me prend bâton,
Ou prend-
n'importe
ok,
quelle façon.
normal. Non, nous toutes. Bon, nous toutes. All right. Okay, I see you. I see
It's all
you.
good.
Well, what I would like to talk about a bit more is you do the glam, right?
Yes.
Could you talk about, you know, how glam came up? Like before people, you know, it wasn't really important. They just put makeup on when they had a wedding, and now it's like
Yeah, it's true.
Instagram and all these things. Like do you
Yeah.
get a lot of people just for like I want professional makeup just for like some
Typical
Snapchat
Tuesday.
Snapchat pictures?
I do get people who want to do photo shoots just to have a
Yeah,
couple of
makes sense.
nice looking pictures of them on social media.
Wow.
And it's not part of their job. But I think
Wow.
it's important that you have good pictures of yourself. And it's true that back then, there was no selfie
Like 20 years
culture.
ago, yeah.
Yeah, there was no
Facts.
selfie culture. So now you could see the evolution where people started taking pictures of themselves. Then they see themselves right away on their camera. They want to look good right away. You don't have to wait 2 weeks to see your pictures. You want to share them with the community.
It's done
So
live on the spot right now.
right
It's
now, so
happening.
you got to look good.
All
And
the
now you
time.
have the filters that help. But when you want a 3D, all around
Right, they go
beautified
for the
glam.
real filter, the
Yeah,
best filter.
the best filter. You
That's-
gotta call
that's what we
me.
call
You
Sly.
know,
Oh, you gotta there you go, audience. If you want the real filter, you gotta call Sly, not Instagram or
Exact.
anything like that. Yeah.
exactly. But yeah, that's basically how it happened. People want to share have a nice representation of themselves, and share it. So obviously, it started like that. The makeup, and I think like the makeup art. Like after you pass the glam and you really want to push that, then some people they just go extra, like the drag
course.
queens, the makeup art, like I do.
Okay.
I see you. You mentioned the way it happened. I mean, how did you start it? Why did you started all of this? I mean, why did you stop drawing on paper and started doing it on people?
People, I like I like to call it in French l'art éphémère. I like it. I like the form that you make a piece of art and it doesn't last. I think it's poetic, romantic.
Oh, it
So
doesn't last.
that's how
I
I
knew
like
what
to
it
see
meant.
it.
Oh
but,
yeah, yeah.
but,
Okay.
the fact that she explained it
It
afterward,
made it better,
exactly for the people
Okay,
that
okay.
are listening. Please
Yeah.
continue. Please continue. So
But I started on paper. It's true. I was drawing a lot when I was in high school, starting to make art, and then I was reading a lot. When I started makeup, I did the class early 2000. So it was very
there was
basic.
actually a class for it.
It was a class, but it was basic, regular makeup. If I wanted to work like with estheticians and people wanted a little eyeliner, look good to go to a wedding, stuff like that.
Like the people that we see at the Galerie d'Anjou in the middle.
Yeah, it was kind of boring like
That
that.
want to make our eyebrows look like lines and stuff.
It's all
I'm not hating.
symmetrical.
I
yeah.
respect those people. Thank you, by the way. I met a lot of great people working there. They were amazing. I love y'all.
Yeah,
Love
be
y'all.
careful what you're saying. Right?
Yeah.
Nah.
Makeup is for everybody. You can do everything, right? From like basic, going to work to,
Yeah.
gore.
I don't think people should feel like makeup is limiting. Makeup is just a way to express yourself. The same thing as garments, clothing, jewelry.
I see.
It's just a different way of expressing yourself. Like you see goth people.
Yeah.
They like to put like black hair and all
white
black.
face. Their faces is all white,
Yeah.
black and black everything.
their
I
own
respect
thing.
them. Sometimes it's hot.
Sometimes you like.
I mean, I can't hate. I see good in everything. You know.
Would you wear makeup as a man?
Define makeup.
Isn't that new? Isn't that something on the come up too? Like makeup on men, like Fenty
Facts.
Beauty has.
By the way,
Yeah.
I think it was Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert on the Instagram, you would see he was wearing I'm gonna say it like a real Haitian, cutex.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
like
saw- I
nail
saw-
polish.
So- Starting to
nail
see them.
polish.
Future too, I think.
No.
I think so.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Why? Don't be sorry.
Why,
I mean,
you,
nail
why you
polish-
apologizing for
Yeah,
future? You good?
yeah,
Unless you did it. You did that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Good.
Is
All right.
that a bad thing? Like, what do you
Exactly.
think
I'd like
about
to know
men
what-
wearing makeup? Like,
I don't know. The thing is, like, I'm the type of guy that doesn't really care about what people do as long as it doesn't put other people's lives in danger. You know, live your life, do you. I'm just like, that's
new.
it. That's the most you're getting out of me. What do you guys see in that? Like,
I know that some guys like to wear makeup. There's the category of guys where they
Okay,
want to
wait,
wear
wait.
full makeup,
okay,
like
wait,
the
what's
woman.
makeup? What's mid makeup? What's full makeup? What's half full mohawk makeup? Help me.
Well, okay. You'll have some men who'll buy a little concealer. they have a big meeting on Monday with the big boss.
They don't want to look tired.
They don't want to look tired. They want to look fresh. They'll put a little concealer here and there, hide the pimple, put some lip balm, do a clear manicure, just line up their nails real clean. You know, they'll do it just basic. They want to look proper and clean. You have that.
That's
I don't
what
mind
I
that.
do.
I don't mind that.
That's what you do?
Yeah.
See, it's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, exactly, right?
And then you'll have like some guys who will go on Instagram and wear full eyeshadow, contouring, and all the shit.
James Charles and
RuPaul's
those.
Drag Race.
Yeah.
Well, not just.
No, that's another category. The drag queens.
Okay,
That's
that's
there's
completely
drag
different.
queens, and then there's like everyday makeup, like James Charles and those types of, people who just, like a woman, they go to work and they just wear makeup, but that doesn't mean that they want to be a woman or anything like that. It's just that they like to express themselves. It's a way of expressing yourselves, really, yourself, really,
or even
right?
helping, like the dude at work. Like,
Oh yeah,
when he
yeah,
has,
just
like,
just
it's not really expressing. It's
Yeah.
just I want to look proper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Like
you have
you
a big
mentioned
meeting, you want to look fresh, and why do
Yeah, I
only the
see it.
girls are allowed to look perfect? Guys.
I mean, I was born perfect,
Oh, okay,
No, I don't.
okay, we're gonna go that way now.
We're doing this.
But I also know that you teach you teach makeup as well, right?
Yeah, I've done some classes before, and I prefer to do like a little one-on-one class because I like to connect with the people. When I talk about makeup, I tend to talk a lot. It's hard to stop me.
You're passionate about it, but I'm like a bit intimidated. Sometimes I watch these because beauty guru is a thing too. You can become a millionaire just by being a makeup artist and showing people how you do your makeup. And there's like 25 steps to like looking normal, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to do. Is that like? Do you really need to do all that? All the different powders and like, because I feel like it becomes expensive and it's like a 3-hour thing before going to work.
I think that's really the makeup that you put on should be adapted to your skin conditions first of all, and also to what you want to achieve. So, if, for example, you have a lot of pimple. Well, then of course you're gonna need primer, and you're gonna need to put this before to hide the pimple.
You said primer?
Primer, but not the same that you use for painting the wall.
Okay. What? I was not
you're such a guy.
thinking
I never thought of that.
that kind of.
I never thought of primer as something. Yeah.
Me
wow.
neither.
What? Oh,
Whoa.
me neither.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that kind of
Okay,
primer.
all right, okay.
It's makeup primer, but primer
does the
is just
same thing, right?
It prepares. It's like a primary application of product before
You apply the product. It's like step 1,
Yo,
step 2, step 3.
You lost me at primary.
it's too much.
Okay.
It's
okay.
too much for
Please
you.
continue.
But it's
So
true that
you
some
put the
people,
primer. I
people
feel like we're building a house, but okay. You put the primer.
you gotta put many steps. If it depends what the end result. Sometimes you want to look something very natural. Well, you don't need to put like 25,000 things. But what I noticed is when beauty gurus, they put a lot of products, it's because they're endorsed. So they want to showcase all the products that have endorsed them, and then also all these companies will repost them. So it's just more visibility for them. It's not always necessary to have a lot of products on. You just need the right product, So it depends. Every person has different needs so it's not necessary that whatever you see the beauty guru do, it doesn't mean that you have to do everything. Maybe for you, it's gonna be a little different.
And by beauty gurus, you mean people like Kardashians and Rihanna's?
I think those are just beauty enthusiasts because they have not learned the art of makeup. They can't do makeup on anybody else but themselves.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. Okay, you're talking about the senseis.
Yeah.
The OGs.
I'm talking about Jackie Aime. I'm talking about makeup. I like her. That's why I said her name. But there's other like real makeup artists that work on TV, that work on that give classes. Those are the people that will give you the real tips in the real world.
Like put primer on your face.
No, some people don't like to wear primer at all. It really depends, like I said, on what you need to do on each person.
Damn, okay.
It's a science, people. It's a science.
Yeah. Well, and I would say in art,
And an art form.
Art and a science.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
So I would like to know, you had an evolution from going glam to full body paint. Like, how does that happen? And like, I feel like the body paint community or just wanting to do body paint is a new thing. It's something that is evolving and that has become more and more popular.
Wait, why? What other reasons other than like a show or a gala or something specifically for that would you body paint?
Oh, I've done body painting for many different things. Just lately, I did a couple that wanted to do a photo shoot for their fiancé pictures that they're going to show at the wedding.
Okay.
So I did a tropical scene on both of them. So when they would hold each other, it was like one tropical scene.
Oh
It was
my God.
beautiful.
That's so
Okay.
more.
And then
that's so
they're
beautiful.
using that on their invitations. And so it's like a moment to
Okay.
immortalize.
I see.
I've done that on a belly painting on somebody who was pregnant. She wanted like beautiful pictures of her and her belly. So I
Okay,
did
photo
like a
shoots.
sunset
Oh, that's dope.
on her tummy.
That's so original.
And also some events, some people just want a hostess to walk through the event and pass cards or just talk to people or take pictures with people so people
like
repost.
corporate events.
Yeah.
Like, that would be that's a very good PR move. Have just like someone walking around with your logo on and your like
Exactly.
full on body paint and like
Ideas,
and
ideas,
everybody wants to
ideas,
like go
ideas.
to that person because it's so interesting. It's so new, right?
Exactly, and then they take pictures and then they repost the pictures, they tag the event. So it's a good way to keep like your guests entertained and also to get them to engage like on the social media about your event.
That's dope.
Okay.
So there's
That's
so
dope.
much things, like it's really infinite, like the things that you can do. It's just that I feel it's like you said, it's starting, so people still don't know like the possibilities.
How to use it.
Yeah, that's it. So
Yeah.
it's up to
Oh,
people like me
when you
to
think
show
about
them.
Yeah. Okay,
But-
keep it up, sister.
yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
it up, sister.
But
Yeah.
but
What's
how
that?
did you make like the step from like, okay, I'm just gonna do makeup on the eyes, and then it's like, you know what, I'm gonna paint the whole body.
Well, let's go. I'ma
Like,
pass
let's
the
just
neck.
get
I'ma pass
naked,
the
and
neck.
I'm gonna do everything. You
Oh
know,
my God.
everything. You know,
Oh, and yes, it can,
Everything.
and yes, it can get awkward. It
That was
can.
my question. That was my next question. I was about to. Okay,
Let's
I'm
do
gonna let
it.
her talk about that thing, whatever, and then I'm gonna ask about the juice.
let's do
Baby
it.
Girl, tell me about the juice.
Yeah, 'cause it's
like
day
those
and
these
night. Yes.
day and night.
Sweet.
Well,
no
let's
juice.
start with the day part. So
Okay, okay.
Okay.
the day part would be that I don't know really how the transition made. I just felt like the face wasn't enough. I was doing all these things on the face, but then it kept going towards the neck and then the chest. I was like,
Ooh, I said it.
I'd have so much more ideas that I could draw on, and then it just
Oh, I see.
started
Oh
like
my-
that.
I can feel it.
And
Yeah,
then
I see.
the
Organic.
moment where I realized that, okay, I am a body painter, was when I was doing this event and the model was bent forward and I was painting her butt cheeks. And then I had to
Keep-
tell
keep
her
talking.
to kind of open up the
Spread
butt
the
cheeks.
Buddha.
Oh,
Spread the Buddha.
I was
okay.
like, sorry, I gotta go down
Spread
there.
the Buddha. All right, now
Just
you
a
need
little
to tell
bit.
me
I just need,
why.
like a finishing touch.
I
Like
just-
it just like
just
just a
a
little.
Okay, but we get that art is something that we want people to see.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. I need to understand what were the circumstances that why is she help? Why is she showing her butthole? Why?
Wait,
How?
what
you had to
me.
show
Back
it.
up,
It-
back
it-
up, back up, back up.
No. That's not
You
what I
went
meant.
too
That's not-
deep.
that's- no. I get it. Deep. I just did that. All right. No, that's not what I meant. I mean, like, okay, so you paint her, right? And then you have to spread her butt cheek just to make that shit perfect, right? Okay, good. But people would have to see that.
No, I wasn't. You're going too far.
Am I?
I just
I'm
made her.
confused.
I just made her spread it a little bit,
A
so
little
I
bit.
could like finish towards the inside. But
Oh,
I,
okay, but
I
people
obviously when she's on stage, she's not gonna be like, "Hey guys,
spreading her butt cheeks. That's what people
Yeah.
want to know. Okay, no,
No.
people, we good.
No,
She's
we good.
not spread her butt cheek.
no,
We
she
good.
didn't fart, nothing. Everything was good."
Oh, now you went too deep.
Okay, so tell us what happened. What are the things that happen when you're body painting someone? Like,
Usually it takes a few hours, so It's funny to me because you get the weirdest conversation at the weirdest time. Because I look at the body, I don't really see a naked body anymore. I just
It's a
see,
canvas.
oh, I gotta do this. So I could be there and I'm trying to hide your nipple. Well, you have obviously the thing to cover your nipples, but then look at yourself looking at.
I'm trying to learn.
You're trying to learn.
Alright,
So I'm
detail.
here trying to cover the nipple, and I'm like, do you ever put cranberries in your salads? Then some stupid like conversation will start, and then did you watch
Cranberries
this
on the
show on
nipples.
Netflix? And then I'm just like this, and both of us, we don't even realize. And then somebody like would walk by and be like, oh wow, you guys are really close. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We don't even realize, It's
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
It's-
Well, that's a good thing.
You get
Like,
comfortable.
If you keep on doing something, just like me when I take the scene, basically I'm talking to people, and sometimes there are subjects or things I wouldn't say or I would say, but you get so comfortable with the whole public that you just want to. You get the vibe.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
that's- You're home. It flows. It just flows. So that's why you could have these conversations talking about food when painting a nipple. I know it's not everyone gets to
crazy.
do that. Paint a nipple.
Yeah.
I do it with
I
saliva.
get always guys. I don't know why guys always ask me if I need an assistant somehow. I just
As
Really?
like,
Like the guys want to be your assistant.
they want to
paint-
assist.
okay.
They want to help. And then I ask them if they have any experience, and they say no.
I mean,
I
yet-
wonder why. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I mean, I brought my CV.
Just in case.
I was wondering if we could talk about this later, because I was wondering. You mentioned mannequins. You
Yeah.
work with people and
Yeah.
awkward moments, fun moments.
Yeah.
I was wondering, how often do you get them? How hard is it to find like someone willing to like be painted naked?
Oh, you'll be surprised.
Huh.
A lot of
I
people
wouldn't.
want to do it.
A lot
Yeah.
of people want to do it.
Yeah, a lot of people. Every time I post like a new thing I do, I always get a few people sending me inbox asking me, "Hey, in case you need a model, I'm here." And I always appreciate to have different people to work on, so it's cool. It's just I don't have time to do everybody.
Oh,
I just
okay.
don't
Oh, you doing that good?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have other things and also I have other projects that I don't need people.
Okay.
To do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this is just the evolution of people wanting to be original and do their own thing, and like just taking a regular picture. People have been taking regular pictures for like 10, 15
Yeah,
years. So it's like, how do you push
exactly.
it to the next
10,
level?
15 years.
Well, I mean, on their cell phones,
Okay. fine.
Yeah, cell phone, selfie.
You wanna
Taking
post
pictures for
something and then people
ages.
like,
Yeah.
oh wow, this is different. And
Yeah,
they like.
just taking a picture of you eating breakfast is like not that interesting anymore. Now, like having like the full-on body paint is like really impressive, and it's
People,
also
you heard that? If you take pictures of you eating a bowl of cereal, you ain't getting that like. Get naked and get some paint.
get naked and get
Y'all
some
got that?
Sly here. Sly is
I'm just
Silky
saying.
Sly.
Yes,
Check her out, man.
Here I am.
She'll body paint you.
Smooth, okay.
Yeah.
Keep
And
it up.
I really want to just go in that route, and I want to learn more new techniques. I want to learn from pros because there have been a lot of people doing it in Montreal, but I see it's mostly men that do
Really?
that are artists as body
Okay.
painter. Usually it's men, and I want to learn from them, but I also want to be lady in the game. I want to
see
show
you.
them that
I
I
see
have
you.
things to show. So
Yeah,
Well-
and I'm sure like there a lot of people would be more comfortable with a woman, so maybe
Yeah.
that has another
Strangely.
advantage too.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
I guess
Makes
so.
sense.
I guess so. And also perspectives from women are different. Like when we look at a woman body, we'll see it in a different way, I guess, as a woman.
We all see
Like
it.
guys will be like, I want it to look like this and really show these parts, and
Yeah,
maybe they'll want to
that's-
enhance the femininity. But then me, I can go a little deeper than that, a little further.
we can go deep too.
Yeah, I know that.
I
trust
wonder
me.
what you're talking about.
What? No, she said.
Oh wow!
No, that's not what you. Okay, I've been drinking. Never mind. I've been drinking. I've been
Question.
like
You
this
mentioned.
place.
You mentioned. She likes it.
She likes day and night people.
She loves
Thank
talking
you.
Day and night
and
podcast.
Yes.
day and
Nice.
night,
That's
and
right.
I see. You mentioned something really cool. a girl. You're a girl. You're
Yeah.
right.
A woman.
Yes, I
my
am
bad.
for sure. I am
Okay.
for sure.
Positive.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I
Positive.
mean, you could be anything you could want to be. I ain't judging. Be a chair, be a table, do you? Okay. But what I mean is like you mentioned, like it's an industry full of men, and you're a black, beautiful woman, right?
Yeah.
So, how is there something? Is it harder? Do they make it more complicated? You know, as artists trying to make it.
I don't.
How is
I
it because
don't
you're
know.
women?
I haven't. Maybe I haven't tried to make my place yet. I feel like I've been doing my own thing a lot. I've been doing my thing with photographers I know and models I know, and just exposing my stuff. And I guess it's starting to show. And now it's me that went to see these people and send them inbox and, hey, I want to learn from you. So I know that this summer I'm gonna meet them and have conversations with them, but I don't know yet if I could say that it's hard to have a place. I know that as a black woman, I don't know anybody else that does this.
Oh,
That does it as much as I
As you
do,
do it.
and that only want to do this. Because I don't even I still do the glam beautiful beauty makeup, but I don't post it anymore that much.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's other black women that really want to go in the body painting world in Montreal.
I think there's definitely a big market for it, especially when you say for corporate
Of
events
course.
and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and
Of
people
course.
wanting to make different memories. Like that's such a good idea with the fiance to do that.
Oh,
Like
I'm
I
gonna
want to
show
do
you.
that. I'm gonna call you.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, there's so much
My bad,
things.
bro.
Even babies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Wait,
and
what?
with the kids too. Like instead of having like a regular boring family picture, body paint. Everybody, let's just body paint. The kids would love it.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
It's
always
I
cool.
think we're on to
A
something.
different theme every year.
We're on to something.
You just
Yeah.
have to be patient because it takes
It
a
takes
while.
time. Oh,
The more
tell
the
that
details.
to a baby.
Yeah.
Have you ever painted babies?
Not outside the womb. Only when
Okay.
they were inside.
I was confused for a second. I was like, what? Where? What
happened?
Does she? Okay, all right.
What? No. I never did kids, but I did kids, but it was very quick dots, tribal lines. So it wasn't that long. It wasn't like a scene on
Okay.
their face or like a skyline. It wasn't like something really complicated. But it's true. After half hour, kids usually they can't.
Half
stand
hour?
still. Yeah,
Oh,
half
I
hour.
think you're generous. I'll give him like 2 minutes.
Oh, well, when they see me with the brushes, they stay like this because they're all mesmerized and they're like, wow,
Oh,
what is
that's
she
true.
doing? So they don't move, but after half an hour, they want to see. They
Yeah.
can't stand it anymore.
Okay.
It's funny.
That's true. I was thinking, you're Haitian, right?
Yes,
So
I
you
am.
mentioned Haitian mom.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And I
Good.
love her. I
Of
love
course.
you, Mom.
We all do. We all do. By the way, bonne fête des mères haïtiennes. It was
Yes.
last Sunday.
Yeah, the
Oh, no.
26th.
Yeah.
No, we do.
Yes.
No, we do. You know the Haitian mentality. Infirmière, avocat,
Docteur.
Goodbye, yo. You know, okay. I see
know.
you. I see
I
you.
know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
My mom is my mom is beautiful woman, and she was a nurse, and my dad was a taxi
Taxi driver.
driver.
Okay,
so
you're,
I'm
you're
really
like,
part
you're
of
there.
the.
Typical-
You're
typical-
there.
I'm the
Yeah.
typical
Yeah.
Haitian
Jesus,
child.
Jesus, I'll even try.
So were they
Jesus.
supportive of you, becoming an artist and developing?
That was the question.
And also, yeah. How did they?
I admit
it.
my dad doesn't really see what I do.
Okay.
He's not. It's so funny because back in Haiti, my dad was an amazing artist. But when he came to Montreal, I feel like his dream was kind of crushed. He went to CAM in arts, and then
What?
I don't know, somehow his dreams were crushed. And then he ended up just stopped and he worked, and then he
No.
went to the manufacturer system. I guess it's the money and
I get
it was different back then. And
course.
my mom is more of the type to think really straight. She's not creative at all. It's like ask her to do a stick figure and she doesn't know how.
Same here.
But she's the one that really like stood behind me even when she wasn't like really in agreement with the nakedness of my choices.
She said naked.
She always she's behind me and she's trying to understand where the art is coming from, where it's going. And she's been extremely supportive. Yeah,
That's dope.
I'm very like
That's
she's very
good.
open-minded.
That's good because you know how hard it is sometimes
Yeah,
with them Haitian parents.
yeah.
Don't get it.
I tried the nursing, but they said no. They said this is not for me, and
There
they
you go.
they were
Oh.
like no.
Next.
There you go. Well, it's good. I'm happy that you're actually doing something that you love doing.
Yes,
And
me too.
That's the best thing, and you get to see nipples.
Oh
I see nipples every day
Yeah.
in the mirror.
See, that's what you were talking about, the view of a man versus the view of a woman. Like that's not the
I
first
see.
thing.
I see the woman's body as a piece of art.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but why didn't you
course.
mention the feet or the hands? Why were right away the nipples?
Because we were talking about nipples. That's the only reason. I don't see why we're talking about
focus.
why are we talking about nipples?
Yeah,
I mean, we
yeah.
can talk about hands. I love hands too. I mean, feet. They're
Yeah.
the best. They keep you girls up.
Well,
Good comeback.
I know, but you know I do.
but I would like to know for the audience, especially people who want to become entrepreneurs and they're not sure, especially something in the arts, something as in a new direction that maybe doesn't have a full-on blown market like body painting. People who have big ideas and they want to start their own thing. What would be your advice to them? Because I see what you're doing and it's very inspiring. So what would be your ideas and suggestions for people who want to start something up? And what were the difficulties as well to start up your own thing and you know, having people maybe doubting you, people supporting you, you know, and figuring out what's your network, all that type of stuff.
Oh wow.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but
By the way, in
it's
advance.
really valid question.
I'm very interested.
Honestly, you just have to put yourself in a state of mind where what people say will not hurt you, because you will get judged, you will get
And that's
criticized.
in everything, guys.
It's in everything.
Mm-hmm.
And
how it is.
especially when you do art, you kind of put yourself out there. You're making yourself vulnerable. And people feel like it's okay to bash it or praise it. So it's always a euphoric feeling when you get people that likes your things and like, and this is great and sharing and stuff. But then when you work on something that you really feel that you love and then nobody notices, if you only relied on the likes, then it crushes you. So you really have to stay in a state of mind that this art, what you're doing, it's for you. And that you're proud of what you're doing. It doesn't mean that the response will be what you want. It's very hard when you start because people don't know you and they won't want to pay. So if your motivation is money, you fail right away.
And everything
Okay.
again.
At first, when you start in art, you're gonna you whatever you think it's you have no choice to give out with
Yeah.
nothing in return. You have to show what you can do. You have to prove yourself.
Yeah.
So if you're not willing to do that and you're scared of what people will think, then right away don't go into that field, because the more you go, the worse it gets. Now I did some arts lately, and I did get people that were criticizing it. Oh, why are you doing this on this girl? And why is it naked? Why is that? And, you know,
it's
they
body paint. It's not.
I
not
know.
everybody's gonna agree with you, and you have to accept that for sure. I don't know if I answered all your question,
All 70 of them. we just making sure.
but
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Actually, yeah, it's basically that's the gist of it. Believe in yourself.
yeah, you really have to focus on yourself and build up small build ups. How can I say it?
Small
Like,
steps.
don't
Small
go full
steps.
on. Like,
Yeah.
if you have a job that you do like 9 to 5, and
Don't
you want
blow
to,
it.
don't like say, okay, I'm
After
gonna
100
start.
likes.
Yeah,
Don't quit.
like
Oh my God.
Exactly. Don't blow it. And when you're building like your materials, buying all your products, don't buy everything at once, because maybe you're gonna buy something and that's not the technique that you gonna use. You have to buy your products
Gradually, as you grow.
Yeah,
Okay, I like
don't
that.
expect to buy everything and then boom, I'm gonna start doing airbrush. I bought the airbrush machine and honestly I only did 3 or 4 things with it because I really have to practice. You have to practice a lot and do a lot of things for no reason. Like sometimes I can stay up, do a makeup until midnight, and then where am I going? Nowhere. Taking it off, going to bed. You know, I just have to
practice your craft. Be patient.
That's it.
How do you practice actually? Because do you practice on bodies? Do you practice on like a different canvas? Something.
I practice on myself, and I do have some friends that sometimes they'll come over, and then when it's a practice or a creative project that I do at my house, then it's just like c'est vraiment convivial. So people will come, we'll have a drink, we'll talk, we'll chat, we stop, we start, we stop again. There's no like timeline to follow.
Okay.
But then if it's a real project or I'm getting paid, then of course I'm by the clock and I have my sketch and I have to do this and that and I have to respect the time. But then I'm less creative. You know, I don't know. It's a balance.
Get a bit
I
of
guess.
pressure.
I like working under pressure and also when I'm sad. It's weird, but my nicest work was when I was almost depressed.
Okay.
That's really
That's
weird.
a bit scary, but that, you know.
Good, bad.
Every artist has their own, you know, well of where they pick up their ideas and where it comes from. But
it's weird to say, yeah. But
no, I mean,
the most beautiful things I've done is when I felt sad.
What are you
Claudel
what are you trying to say?
is a comedian.
Oh,
I know comedians. A lot of times, the funniest stuff comes from like pain, weird things, like crazy stuff that they happen in their lives, and great hardship, and then they make it into a joke, and that's the funniest thing.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it's true. I see that comedy is.
It's funny to laugh about our pain. Laugh at my pain, Kevin Hart.
Oh. Yeah.
We're not sponsored. He doesn't know us yet.
Watch out.
Yeah.
All right. So as we were saying, kids. We talked about kids. I was wondering, kids and makeup. I'd like to get your opinion. Like,
how young should they be?
Please.
Oh my God.
Because
kids, I see that kids wear a lot of makeup. Yeah, and I do have a kid, and she's trying 11.
That ain't no kid. That thing jumps and
so
talks and does things. No.
She's a kid. Is it a girl
Kid.
or a boy?
She's a girl, and
Okay.
I she wouldn't like it that I said kid. She's a
I got you, sister.
Adolescent.
teenage.
Yeah.
Well, it's been 1 year she's been a teenager.
The attitude is coming.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
it's
and
real.
she wants to wear makeup, but I don't want to. Not yet. I want her to appreciate the natural beauty, and that's why she sees me
nicely
natural
said.
a lot. Like I don't wear makeup to go to work every day. And like today I have the most minimal. I did my makeup in my car. I'm one of those people. I want to show her that I accept myself natural, and when I put makeup it's cuz it's a look that I want to have. But I'm still comfortable with or without it.
Yeah.
And at first, she really wanted to put the makeup. One day, I cut her. She put fake eyelashes. She went into my room. And when I asked her, what are you doing? She said, I want to be pretty.
Oh, no.
And I told her, this is not like the way. And that's why little
You had
things
to
like that
talk.
made me realize that I have to show her myself. Like if I go to the store, Walmart, I'm natural. You know, I'm not gonna, even though people will see me and be, are you the makeup artist? And I'm like, don't look at me.
No, but I'm like really happy that you said that, because I think that me and maybe because I'm a bit older, I'm kind of old school, and I have this perception of some maybe beauty gurus and people in the makeup industry. They glamorize being always having makeup, and their makeup is always perfect, on fleek, and even with the Instagram with the filters and stuff like that. And so when young people see that, they're like, okay, that's how I have to be 24/7. I'm like, no, man, as a kid you have to grow up. You can't, that's not really beauty. And even for young men, they see that and they're like, oh yeah, that's what I want my girlfriend to look like at all times. Like,
Yeah.
we just finished doing it, and
I
that's what she's
noticed
gonna look
that.
like. We come out of the shower, and that's what she looks like. You know, young guys see that. It's like, no, that's not.
Wait,
that's
time
not.
out. Wait, are you telling me that some guys actually think some guys actually expect to have women like always looking like a piece
Made
of,
up. Yeah, some guys.
Why?
Some
Well, I
things.
mean,
Insecurity,
natural.
maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like it's insecurity.
Yeah. Or they just have like an image of what a perfect woman would be, is a woman that, you know, has a certain size of waist and also has a certain size of butt or ass.
Well, that's
And, like,
unfortunate
and,
for
like,
them brothers.
you know, the
All
nipples
right,
and
I'd
all
just
that. They
like
have a
to
certain
say-
look, and then the face is like impeccable. And so, like, some women, they wake up and the first thing that they do is put makeup on before their boyfriend wakes up. I'm sure, like, some people in our audience do that.
Yes, for sure. Some
Yeah.
women wake up before their
Just to
husbands
put makeup.
to get ready a little bit, to have like a fresh morning look.
Yo, sisters, chill.
Listen to Claudel.
Jesus, chill, sleep. We like to bite the bad. No, not just the bad breath. No, it's just me. All right,
yeah.
sisters, chill. God, wait, we telling me that? No, we don't. We don't deserve that. I'm sorry. If a man tells you, you always gotta look with all the colors and shades and stuff.
Or no
That's
pimples
messed
or
up.
no like little
That's
blemishes and
messed-
scars.
Nah. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, more for us.
More for the real men, the real men who would accept
Mm-hmm.
natural beauty. But I think that's really
Yeah.
powerful of you to tell your young daughter to say, like, yeah, you can wear makeup when you want for a marriage or, you know, special event, or even if you want to go to work, it's fine. But you need to know who you really are and who you really are inside and outside. Natural beauty is key.
Definitely.
And then if you want, you know, makeup is not there to make you who you are. It's there to, you know,
Yeah.
expand who you are.
Yes, thank
Right?
you. This is what I was. This is what I wanted to say.
Accentuate who
Yeah.
you are. See what I did there? Accentuate. I mean, l'accent. Accentuate.
No, you
Yes,
said it well.
yes,
It's
yes.
good.
So
it's okay.
It's okay.
Don't worry. It's all
It's
good.
all good. It's
all
all
good.
good. It's all good.
Big words.
Oh.
Big word Friday.
You catching on quick.
Accentuate, expand. Makeup is there for you, audience.
Love
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah,
is it
definitely.
no defining, please. God
But yeah,
damn it.
no, natural beauty is definitely the best beauty. And
Yes, say it again, please, sister. Preach.
natural beauty is the best
Ooh,
beauty.
wee.
I will always say it.
Thank you.
I also want to say something, if you'll allow me.
Please Yeah, of course. do.
I saw for the past few years, there's a lot of shaming going on about women who choose to wear makeup because they have skin issues, or maybe they're not that not pretty. But, I mean, they might have features that are less
Appealing.
attractive,
Or
appealing,
less
and then they'll
accepted by society.
exactly.
That is it.
And then they'll choose to wear makeup, and then they're shamed for it. And honestly, I think this has to stop. I wanted to just drop a line about that because when you say, why is she wearing all this makeup? This is a fraud. They're not allowed. What if I
Whoa,
wake
what
up the
people-
next day? People are saying it's fraud. I don't think it's fraud. I think every woman is allowed to wear makeup if she wants to feel beautiful.
It's her face.
Yes. Yes,
I mean, as long
and
as you
in
don't paint my
the
face.
and the man that's gonna like her, or whoever is gonna like her, when she takes off that makeup at night, they're still gonna like her.
They have to.
Yeah.
Or else next. Move on to
Yo.
the next guy. If the guy doesn't
That's
like
it.
you without makeup, move on. If the guy doesn't, it's the same thing like a push-up bra or anything. Like when you see the girl at the club, you're like, she look good, and then at night, you're like, okay.
It's still the same girl.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
It's funny that we talk about this because I never really realized there was like such a big impact with makeup and people thinking that they're being deceived and stuff.
Yeah, like on Facebook, you'll have a picture before and after, and then sometimes it's exaggerated. You can see it looks like a mask. I understand that. It might look exaggerated,
Well,
but
that's-
if
that's
she
what
looks,
it is.
if that's what she likes,
That's
let her
it.
be.
Oh, that's it.
I'm not attracted to mask makeup, but Alex, it's your face, you know. No need to shame people, men or women that choose to wear makeup.
Yeah, men too. She said men too.
No, I said men too.
Of course. I really enjoyed it. Thank you,
My pleasure.
Sly.
Yes.
Girl Sly.
Yes, Silky
Good.
Sly.
Silky.
Yes. Silky Sly.
Tell us, where can we join you? Where can we hit you up? Where can we see your art? Tell us.
Well, you
Yeah.
can see my art on my website, silkysly.com, which is SYLKIE sly.com.
Silky.
Silky.
Mhm.
Then I have my Instagram, Silky Sly.
Mm-hmm.
I have my Facebook, which is a reflection of my Instagram, Silky Sly MUA. And I also post on my personal page if you want to see more interaction, which is Sly Bien-Aimé, my real name.
Bien-Aimé, oh mon Dieu.
It's a real Haitian name.
Petit frère Aime.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, look at us.
Family.
We might be cousins. Oh my God. That's art. You know, art is large. That's
might
how
be
we might be. That's
Yes.
you know, that's what we do. That's
Yes.
what we do here.
Yes.
Day and night,
night,
non-stop.
day-
They be receiving
non-stop.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stop. Don't
No,
stop. Keep
okay,
it up,
yes.
keep it up,
So
keep it
yeah,
up.
Claudel, Silky Sly, Burgundy Nancy, all here day and night, day and night, and day and night. That's right. That's right. Thank you, audience. Thank you for coming. That's right.
That
See you
Haitian
soon.
blood. Okay, she got a Haitian blood. And it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.